Alright everybody, I'm going to try to keep this video as short as I can. So I'm just going to quickly go over what we have gotten done and what still needs to be done. And so you can see we've done a ton of body work. We have not got any primer on. That's okay. I kind of wasn't expecting to get that on. I did a little bit of guide coat back here. I do have a low spot here I got to fix. Still got a lot more sanding that I got to do around the side cowls. The front up here, I have it guide coated. I have not sanded it yet. Probably not even going to sand it this weekend. It'll just sit. We did get our window trim on. The white stuff that you see underneath the trim is glue that I glued that trim down with. I was having problems with the factory clips. Even though I bought brand new ones, they just wasn't working well, and I decided to just not use those and glue the trim on. I know that that's not the correct way to do it, but that's the way I'm doing it. It's already done, and that white glue will clean off. I also put sticker on the front and back window. I did the same thing here. Got the guide coat on the fender, but have not sanded it yet. I've spent most of the weekend just applying body filler and smoothing it out, and applying more and smoothing it out, and I've done probably 50 coats. Don't let that scare you into thinking that the body filler is in any way, shape, or form super thick. It's not. Most of it got sanded off, but just trying to get all the little details, you know, like the body lines, which this body line right here is never going to be perfect, and that's because this line is sticking out further than this one. So just trying to blend it in. But like the body line down here, this one can be good because it doesn't have the carryover that goes into the wide body panel. But got the bottom rockers coated and sanded. They're pretty close, pretty decent. Side cowl over here still needs a pretty good bit of work. Pretty much the same scenario on this back panel. We just have one low spot, so not bad at all. You can see the sticker that we put on the rear window, and then we can go into a couple of sponsors. So I've got 3 sponsors now on this car. Very happy to have people who want to help with the build. The first sponsor, which is actually a friend of mine, did all my powder coating. That's Powder Co. If you're local to the West Georgia area, you can find them on Facebook. He does really good work. These tail light bezels, for instance, were done, of course, in the green. Everything on this car that's green has been powder coated by Powder Co. So check them out on Facebook. Go give their page a like, and you can see some of the stuff that they do, especially if you just like seeing stuff that gets powder coated. They post photos, which is cool. The second sponsor that came on board is Long's Customs. They reached out to me on Facebook. They saw the car, they saw the YouTube channel, and they wanted to make something for the car that was custom and unique. And so they asked me if I had any ideas, and I thought to myself, well, you got 3 panels, why not put a Joker face in each of those panels? And so that's exactly what they did. I sent them these 3 photos, and they turned it into taillight lenses. And you can check out my other video. I do have a video posted of these lit up with the sequential flash, which is really cool. So I'm not going to turn them on today just for expedience purposes. Don't want to drag the video out, but these things are really cool. And what I like about them the most is when you're right here close to it, you know, 2-3 feet, you can see the faces clear as day. When they light up, you can see them clear as day. But if you step back away from the car, I'm probably 5-6 feet away from the car, you really can't see them. They blend in, and even when they're lit up, they basically do that. You can see them a little better lit up, but they kind of blend in, and so it's one of those details that you don't notice right away, and then as you get closer to the car, it's like an Easter egg. There they are. You see them, and then it's just really cool. And again, it adds something that nobody else is going to have. Even if somebody else builds a Joker Mustang, they're not going to have these tail lights. These are basically a one-off, unless Long's Customs decides to start selling them. Nobody else is going to have these. So really cool. Again, huge shout out to Long's Customs for making those. You know, it takes a lot of time and patience and money and equipment to make something like that, and so they made it for me, which is really nice. The last sponsor that we got is Optima Batteries. They sent me a battery out for the car, brand new battery that I've already got really dirty because my shop is a mess, but got a brand new battery which will fit in the custom bracket that I have got for the trunk of this car. So shout out to Optima Batteries for sending that for the build. Again, it's nice to have people sponsoring the car. But those are our 3 sponsors. We're going to end this video with just talking about the plan for next weekend. And so basically what I want to do is hopefully get primer on here. I need to get 1 good coat of epoxy and then maybe 3 good coats of the high build polyester. And I'll let all that set up and cure over the following week. And then I'll come back and I'll start blocking everything, guide coating it, making sure that everything is flat and good. If we run into any problems, I can fix them. No big deal. Even if I have to come back and reprime over some areas, it won't be no big deal. So that's what we're looking at for next weekend. Like I say, just hoping to get some primer on. I think we will, because we're pretty close with all the body work. And I think, you know, I'll probably come home Friday afternoon and maybe get started, or I'll have all day Saturday to try to finish up the body work that I know that needs to be done, and then hopefully be able to get the primer on Sunday. That's kind of my time frame that I'm setting myself. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. But it's getting closer every week. I'm trying to take advantage of what little warm weather we have left, which is the reason why the car is outside. We had some sunshine today. I wanted to get these panels in the sun so that they can heat up and cool down and flex and do whatever they're going to do to hopefully avoid any cracking in the future. But everything's holding together nice, and the car is looking good. Like I say, we're getting closer every day. I'm just going to keep wrenching away on this thing, sanding away on this thing, and try to get it as close to perfect as we can. And we'll keep making videos. With that being said, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate all the subscriptions. If you haven't seen this car before, go check out the other videos. You can see kind of where we started to where we are now. But that's it for this video, guys. We will catch y'all next week. I may or may not have some photos to post before then, but I think that's pretty much going to be it. Like I say, we're kind of in the stage now where we're just on paint, so this is where we're at. But all right, I will see everybody next week.